I mean, where there's delusion, there's hope. It's a great quote from great minds of our time. So, I mean, there's not much to say, right? We just need to play much better, perform much better, but it's not as easy said as done.
Today was the first day of the Worlds 2025 Swiss stage, and I'm in the presence of Upset, AD carry of Fnatic. Unfortunately, after a loss against CFO, not the start that you were expecting, I can assume, but can you just start by telling me what do you think went wrong today? It was pretty one-sided, as a lot of people have already been saying, right? So what really happened today?
I think the early game was a little bit difficult for us. I think our team comp kind of needs to hit level 6 and then try to make plays with Talia by Nautilus on like the Kate and the Rise. But we didn't really manage to find any windows, I suppose. So they had a lot of pressure in the game, and I think we had a few oopsies too, right? First game on the stage, so a few solo kills. So then the game gets pretty tough when you play against a strong team. So just need to make sure we have a good idea of how we want to play, what we are playing, and hopefully find better openings.
You just have to shake off those stage jitters a bit, right? I mean, obviously, like Worlds, there's always a lot of stress. It's the big stage. There's all the crowd and everything. How's it been like for the team to adapt to that so far? Do you feel like today, like you came in more stressed, like more relaxed as well? And what are you expecting for the next few days?
I felt quite good, honestly. I'm not exactly sure about everyone's feelings. It always depends a lot, I think, from person to person. But I think we were like quite optimistic overall. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna keep preparing. Obviously, it's part of playing Worlds that you also lose games. So we're gonna try to just learn as much as possible and then come back stronger tomorrow.
I wanted to ask you, because we heard both from G2 and MCOI that they arrived pretty early to like get rid of jet lag. They boot camp in Korea, I think, as well. How's the pre-world like preparation been for Fnatic as well? Because we didn't, at least I didn't hear about it so far.
I think we arrived like 4 days later than these two teams. We had we were shooting some content for Worlds, and then we mostly have been playing solo queue for a lot of the days because a lot of the other teams were still in Korea. So we weren't really scrimming that much, but the solo queue has been really great for me. I really enjoy playing here. But yeah, it would be nice to get a little bit more scrims, but obviously we're coming in as the third seed, right? So we haven't gotten to play against like a lot of the Korean teams.
Is it hard to find opponents when you're coming as like the third seed and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, naturally they want to scrim as good as the opponent as possible, and we are obviously not quite there, right? So yeah, it's not the easiest. I mean, we are scrimming some teams, of course, here, but yeah.
What do you think is currently like missing for Fnatic to be able to step it up and get some wins in the next few rounds as well?
I think we need to be a little bit more adaptive in game. I think we need to see the situations clearer, what we really need to be doing on the map as a team. It feels like we are kind of missing some beats in the game and then starting objectives at the wrong times. And then probably we need to look at our early game plan as well and try to get some more power, I think, in the early game, so we can actually play to contest, right?
And I mean, all the Fnatic fans now, what they want to hear is there still hope? I mean, obviously this is just a best of one, right? So there's going to be a lot of overreactions, but what do you think like we need to expect for upcoming matches, and should Fnatic fans still be hopeful?
I mean, where there's delusion, there's hope. It's a great quote from great minds of our time. So, I mean, there's not much to say, right? We just need to play much better, perform much better, but it's not as easy said as done. So, like we are obviously trying our best. We're gonna really take today seriously, what we can do better, and try to come up for a good plan for tomorrow. But I think the fans have heard enough talk about hope and how the West will compete. We actually just have to put in the work and try to show it.
Speaking of your own career as well, this is only the second time you've been to Worlds, I think, right? You are in AD carry in Europe. That's always been considered one of the best, and oftentimes, like we talked about how like you couldn't get to Worlds even despite your talents and everything. So what does it mean for you, like, to be here for the second time only as well? And do you have like high expectations for yourself in terms of things you want to achieve to make sure that like you can have this positive thing in your like trophy cabinet, not really, but like the resume, right?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think every time you get to play one of these things, it's really amazing. So obviously I want to leave a very good impression. But for me, it's mostly important that we can become better as a team, because I think that's the only real way to achieve success in the sport. You need to be a very good team. So that's what I'm mainly focused on right now, instead of looking good myself necessarily. But I'm very grateful always that I got to play in China this year. So for sure, it's a great experience.
How's the experience been being in China as well? Like, did you get to go around a bit, or has it been like only practice, as you said, and like a lot of work?
Yeah, it's 95% work, honestly. Like, I didn't see much. The hotel is very nice that we're in, so nice. That's really cool. But we are not really seeing much. We're just seeing League of Legends.
Fair enough. Aside from this as well, I wanted to ask you about your bot lane with Mickey X as well. Obviously, as you said, like you haven't had the chance to scrim a lot of the Korean and maybe Chinese teams as well. But how do you feel like your bot lane fares out against the international teams as well that you're going to be facing off?
I mean, like us, me and Mickey in a vacuum, let's say, I think we have been performing very well this bootcamp. Obviously, this game was not optimal, but I don't think there was much to be done with the game situation, let's say. So yeah, I feel pretty good with Mickey. I think we are doing quite well.
We've heard a lot of talk about the overall level of Europe as well. G2 Caps himself said, like, I don't really have hope in like the other EU teams and stuff. And I mean, this is kind of to be expected after like what we had at MSI, for example, in the last few years in general. What do you think about the level of the region currently? And also, I guess in a way, I can connect this with the fact that recently the LCP like overtook the LEC in the Riot Power ranking as well. So do you agree, like for example, that the LEC is kind of down in the gutters right now and needs to do a lot to improve?
Yeah, definitely. I think the LEC. I mean, just if you just look at the results, right? It's just a factual situation. So there's not much to say that we are very good if this is just happening every tournament. Yeah, I think we are just lacking the good practice. Like I see the solo queue here, I see playing against the Asian teams, and it's just not the same, right? There's the competition is just a lot higher, and I think that's really what would help us improve. But we need to find a way to raise that in Europe. I think there has been some good developments, some great talents coming, but it needs more. It needs a lot more.
Yeah. If you like could make one wish come through to make sure that the region could be better, like what would be the one thing you would change, like tomorrow, for example?
Find a way to play solo queue in the Korean server, maybe. Like fix the internet that there's no ping globally, and that we can play each other all year, and more stage games.
Yeah, we just need like some like in Star Wars, like technology that makes it so you have zero ping, you can just teleport around the world and play against the Koreans all year. All right, well, we're already kind of nearing the time of the interview, but Upset, is there any other things you want to say to the fans of Fnatic ahead of your second match in Swiss, even if we don't know the opponent yet?
Yeah, just thank you for all the support, guys. I've been working very hard this year to bring you my best self. Obviously, the results are not what we all would wish for, but I'm going to keep doing my best, and hopefully things will get better.
Perfect. Is there any wish you have as well before the end of the event, like something you want to do, maybe even like exchange jerseys with a certain team or something like this?
Yeah, I mean, I really love watching Viper play, or Ruler, I mean, or Gumayushi. I mean, all of them are fantastic, so any of these three would be really cool, yeah.
Perfect. Well, Upset, I won't keep you any longer, but thank you so much for taking the time for speaking with us today. Again, sorry for the loss today, and we'll be rooting for you in the next round of Swiss. I guess we'll have to see who you're going to be facing. Do you have any expectations, any hopes of your next matchup already?
No, I think we, in the end, like even if we would beat a team that's weaker, let's say if we get a good draw, it doesn't really mean that much. Like I think we just need to prove ourselves and take whatever opponent we can get and show a better performance.
Perfect. All right. Well, on this note, thank you so much. Have a nice rest of your day and practice in the meantime, and hopefully I get to see you soon again on a better note next time.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Thank you so much.